The camera is a fluid way of encountering that other reality. Jerry Uelsmann was an American photographer who rose to international fame in the 1960s for his surreal, enigmatic photomontages. Dreamlike worlds crafted through his unique method of composite printing and his deep devotion to exploring the emotional layers of the human condition. Over the next 6 decades, his impact on contemporary photography only grew stronger. His work appeared in major exhibitions, won prestigious awards, and filled the pages of countless publications. Among his honors were the Guggenheim Fellowship, the National Endowment for the Arts Fellowship, the Royal Photographic Society Fellowship, and the Lucy Award. Uelsmann often described his creative process as a journey of discovery within the darkroom, his personal visual research lab. While photographers like Ansel Adams and Edward Weston championed the art of pre-visualization, Uelsmann took a different path. He coined a new term, post-visualization. For him, the image revealed itself after the shutter clicked, not before. He built his dreams like a visual poet, layering realities until they felt more emotionally truthful than the world outside. By the 1980s, he had become one of the most collected photographers in the United States. His influence rippled through generations of image makers, both analog and digital. Despite his admiration for digital photography, Uelsmann stayed true to the darkroom, to the quiet alchemy of film, light, and silver, where his images continued to emerge from the space between reality and imagination. Jerry Norman Uelsmann was born on a warm June day in 1934, right in the lively streets of Detroit, a city buzzing with energy and full of stories waiting to be discovered. From the very start, creativity seemed to follow him around. His father, a devoted photography enthusiast, had built a darkroom at home, a little sanctuary where Jerry and his brother could play with images, experiment, and let their imaginations run wild. Even as a child, he was drawn to art, taking drawing lessons and finding a special kind of magic in the work of Van Gogh. He went on to study at the Rochester Institute of Technology, where mentors like Mina White and Ralph Hattersley guided him, shaping not just his technical skill, but his understanding of photography as a deeply emotional and spiritual art. Later, at Indiana University, he explored even more under the guidance of Henry Holmes Smith, diving into art history and absorbing the surrealist worlds of René Magritte, Joseph Cornell, and Man Ray. He also found inspiration in Bauhaus photographers, abstract expressionists, and the imaginative photomontage artists of the 19th century. After earning his MFA and MS degrees, Uelsmann began teaching at the University of Florida, a role he embraced for nearly 40 years. Early in his career, he co-founded the Society for Photographic Education, sharing his ideas on creating images and the exciting concept of post-visualization. His big breakthrough came in 1967 with a solo exhibition at the Museum of Modern Art in New York and a Guggenheim Fellowship that gave him the freedom to experiment with multiple printing techniques and toning. Uelsmann's approach to photomontage was unlike anything that had come before. In the darkroom, he would carefully combine negatives, crafting images that felt surreal, poetic, and intensely personal. Most of his works carried the simple title, Untitled, leaving space for the viewer's own interpretation. He called himself an unapologetic romantic, captivated by the quiet magic of the darkroom and the endless possibilities it offered. His photographs appeared in influential exhibitions, including Mirrors and Windows, American Photography since 1960, and earned him a place among the 10 most collected photographers in the United States. Throughout his life, Jerry Uelsmann balanced teaching, experimentation, and personal expression. Creativity, insight, and a touch of humor were always at the heart of his work. He continued producing images well into his later years, carefully selecting his favorites each year. On April 4, 2022, he passed away in Gainesville, Florida, at the age of 87, leaving behind a legacy of wonder, imagination, and the kind of visual poetry that can only exist in the interplay of light and shadow. The legacy of Jerry Uelsmann lives on in the rise of fine art photographers who build surreal narratives and dreamlike realities. Artists who experiment with the boundaries of photomontage, often citing Uelsmann as a source of inspiration. Long before digital tools like Adobe Photoshop made image compositing accessible, Uelsmann was already crafting fantastic worlds in the solitude of his darkroom. Many see him as the spiritual ancestor of the digital composition revolution, the artist who proved that imagination could be printed on photographic paper. His name still echoes through the world of composite photography and contemporary photo illustration. from gallery artists to students just learning to merge images in creative ways. Uelsmann opened the door to treating photography like malleable clay, shaped by the artist's hands. Every digital collagist and photo manipulator working today, knowingly or not, walks a path he first carved under the dim light of the enlarger. His influence also reaches into how photography is taught and discussed. As a longtime professor, he urged his students to look beyond the conventional limits of what a camera could capture. His belief in post-visualization, in seeing the photograph as something to be discovered and transformed, encouraged generations of photographers to explore expression rather than perfection. The mark Jerry Uelsmann left can be seen not only in the art itself, in countless surreal compositions that echo his visual spirit, but also in how the world now embraces photography as a medium for imagination. He showed that the decisive moment of pressing the shutter could simply be the beginning of a creative journey. Through his haunting, dreamlike visions, Uelsmann expanded the language of photography and inspired others to create images that speak deeply to the human soul, by any means necessary. Whether in the dim glow of a dark room or the light of a computer screen, his spirit endures in every artist who believes that a photograph can transcend reality and reveal the depths of human imagination.